Alright, so I already started the application by doing the npm start. So let's go ahead and log in as Shiyu. I think this account has some website and widgets inside it. Choose model, host 1, has some widgets inside it. For the video yesterday, I actually figured out like what was the problem for that. The reason for that is just the URL address I give here is just not a valid address. The app.js, let's go up here. For the YouTube, the URL address here, yesterday it wasn't a valid address. It has to be something followed with embed. Like when you go to the YouTube, you cannot directly copy the URL address from it. You're gonna have to copy the embedded version of it. For example, like this video. Clicking on that. So if you just for this video, if you just right click, this is advertisement. Just give it a second. Right. So for this video, if you just copy the URL address, right? Can you copy the URL address? It's not gonna work. So you need to copy the embedded URL address, which you can do it by two ways. The first way is that you right click it, copy the embedded code, and it's not gonna bring you the embedded version of the code. Like let me put it here, like this. It's written down one, and what you need is just the source of it, and put it inside here. Another way is you can go to here. They have a share button. Click on the share, and choosing the embedded, and they have the link here. Just copy the source from it. This is the one you can use to put in your application, right? So you can change it in any embedded video, and then you will be able to see it, like this one. All right, you'll be able to see it. Okay. So let's keep working on the widget edit and widget chooser. Right. So we're gonna start with the widget edit. So you may, like many students already asked like why we do not have like widget. Well, we only have widget edit here, widget edit component. This is a new component that we didn't have it before. Like we only have widget YouTube, widget heading, and widget image. So we do not have the exact path for these three of them. Like we just only have one widget edit. The reason for that is like think about maybe in the future we're gonna have like so many different kinds of widgets. Like we're gonna have the widget heading widgets, image widgets, input widgets, or list widgets, or like a bunch of them. So if we just make a path for every kind of them, it's kind of like too many. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna using something called a widget edit. And it's going to be a switch component inside it. And every time when we go into the widget edit, we check what type of the widget it is, and it's going to show us the corresponding correct widgets, and which one we're interested in to show that the correct widget for us depends on the type of the widgets. All right. So in the widget here, we're going to create a new component, a new file, widget edit.js. Right, it's RCC to generate the code of it. Let me increase the font size. Right, make it bigger. Widget edit, and let's just put like something here says widget edit. Just test it. And in app.js, let's put the path for this widget. So we're gonna need route, exact path is equal to let's copy it from the assignment requirement. I already opened it here. Let's copy this one. And the render props, and rendering out the widget edit. and with the props, spread operators, and the widgets is equals to this. Oops. This start state the widgets. Right, same thing. Right, so now we create this widget edit link, and if I click the edit button, the cog button here, it should bring me to the widget edit. Right, so right now it's still empty. We do not have anything inside it yet. Right, so for this widget edit, as we said, we are going to do a switch case here. We're going to switch depends on which widget we are. It's going to switch to widget heading, widget image, or widget list. Depends on the current type of the widget we're trying to do. Let me think about how we're going to do it. So if I'm in the widget list, click on the link. We actually go into know the. Let me try it. We're going to know the ID of this widget. We're going to know the ID of this widget. So what we're going to do here, we're going to using that ID to check in the type of this widget, and then show the correct version of it. So in here, we're gonna have a. I think we're gonna have a component data mount. We have a state, which is the widget, the current widget, which is just an empty object. And once the page is loaded, we want to initialize this widget by the given ID. So let's say component data mount. Init the widget, something like that. To get, so or we can call it get widget. This is the get widget by the given ID, which is from the URL path, right? From the URL path. The URL address of it, so which is going to be. How do we do it in the page? I have the examples in the page. Right, this one. Let's props to match the params, and this time we're trying to get in the widget ID, so it's WG ID. Let's go ahead and create this function. Get widget is a function, takes the widget ID, and do something here. Right, it's an arrow function. Okay, so we are going to using this widget ID to looking up the widget with this ID. So we're gonna have a loop here. So we're gonna do. Let me see. Let widget, and then we do for. This is called the current widget. It's not confusing us. Let's the widget of this the props the widgets. This is from the app.js. If the widget, the ID is equals to the WG ID, widget ID, then we know like this is the one we're looking for. So current widget is equals to the this widget, and then we can just break it. And after it, we can just doing set state. This is the set state. We'll set up the widget is equal to the current widget. So we save the current widget in our own state, in the state of this component in here. All right, let's get the widget for us. Let's try it out. So if I do a console log in the render, console log this state the widget, I should be able to getting the information of this current widget. Right, huh? Oh, yeah, missing spell state. Right. So let's try to go to the first one. It's heading widgets. Click this one here. Right. Getting the widget information. Let's see the ID of it is 123. Widget type is heading. Page ID 321 / equal to 2, and text is Gizmode. Right. So we're getting the information of it, and we can use the widget type to decide which one to show here. All right. So in the render function here, we can just think about like what we want to return here. We can say if let's do constructor in here, destructor in here, constant widget is from this state. Right, we can say so if widget state is equal to heading, then we return the heading widget. Right? How do you represent the heading widget? It's just going to be we already have the widget heading here, right? We already have the widget heading here, so we can using the tag of it to display that. So widget heading. Right. So you also need to import it. I just ask it to automatically import it for me, but if it doesn't do it for you, you have to manually import the widget heading from this widget heading component. Right? So this is how you're gonna rendering the widget heading, and also we can pass in the current the widget information into it. Let's do that afterwards. So let's finish this first. So else if widget does not state, sorry, it should be widget widget type. If widget type is equal to image, then we return the widget image. Right. Well, so you can also have the widget image here. Yeah. Done automatically import for me, so I have to import it by myself. So we're gonna say import widget image from /widget image. Right. I'm getting an error about link is not defined in widget image. Let's import link from router down. Link is not defined in widget heading, so let's go to the widget heading. Import link from router down. Right, no error anymore. Let's keep working. So next one is going to be the widget YouTube. Right now we only have 3, so I just say else. It should be fine. I'm gonna return widget YouTube. Gonna be a semicolon here. Alright, and widget YouTube is not defined. Something wrong with it. Widget YouTube. Widget YouTube. Yeah. We need to import it. Yeah, gonna import it. So import widget YouTube from /widget YouTube, because we're in the same folder. There's some semicolon here. And link is not defined in widget YouTube. Let's go ahead and put the links. Put the import links here. Import link from router down. Okay, so now, yeah, this is my widget edit. If I go back, this is my widget edit. If I go to the image here, oh, I think this is an image widget. Yeah, URL and width. I should also have the heading and the footer. I don't know why I'm missing them here, but I'm gonna add it. The YouTube. I think this is a YouTube, but I need to fix it. right? Adding the heading to it. Alright, so widget editor is working. It's going to check my current widget type and show me the correct page. So let's go ahead and go to the different widgets and fix the code inside it with different widgets. So widget heading, I miss the heading of it. We're going to copy it from the widget list. I think it's the same navbar, and the footer. Just the link is different, so it's going to copy the navbar from it. Copy this one, and put that into the widget heading. And we're going to need to fix the text link here. It will need a UID and WID, those things. So yeah, for those things we're going to have to do state equal to the UID, WID, and the PID. It just equals to empty. And the component did amount have this set state. UID is from the same place, the URL path, which is this one here. Right. This the oops, why I cannot copy it. This is the props and match params. That's how you're getting values from the URL path. UID, PID, and WID and PID. WID. Okay. And then in here I can do a destructuring. So constant UID, WID, and PID, they are from this state. Now it's not giving me any error. Widget heading, let's fix the links path here. So this is actually going to go to the widget list when I go back, because I'm coming from widget list. So this one should be user UID websites widgets page and PID and then widgets. And this one should be not widgets, should be edit widgets. And this one is a plus button. I shouldn't have a plus here. I should have a check button here. So this one should be changed to a check button. Right, instead of a plus button, should be changed to a check button. So I'm going to do button, and get rid of the 2 here. And I may need the class btn to make it looks better. And FA plus should be FA check. Make a check button. Yeah, I think you already have the navbar there, so you don't have to do the copy things like I did. And you should have it right now, or not. What? Params of undefined. Okay. Seems like we are not using the routing to get in here, so it's starting to have those things inside there. So it's okay. We can pass in it from the widget edit by passing those values inside the widget edit. So in here we already have the widget. We're gonna move those things here. Move the UID, PID, and WID from the state of widget heading to widget edit. I can put those things here. And also we're going to get rid of a state, and this component amount, the save state, we're also going to put that into the widget edit. I put it in here. Right. And then when I send it in, when I call this component, we also pass in those things into it so we can use it over there. For example, we can see UID. Actually, I'm gonna do a destruction here. Widget UID and WID and PID, they all from this state. So inside here, I can see I want to pass in the widget, which is equal to the widget. So I will be able to using the widget in the widget heading component. Same thing for the UID and WID and the PID. This is how you pass in a parameter in the render function. I pass in those parameters into there, so I can be able to use it. Maybe this is too long in one line. You can break them into multiple lines, like this. Let's make it readable. I'm gonna say, yeah, we can make it like this. We're gonna do the same thing for the rest of it. Like I'm gonna copy this one and put it here. So I'm gonna say for this one, I'm gonna call it this is widget image. But it's the same thing. We'll pass in the widget and pass in the rest of stuff. Right, just make it back a little bit. Back a little bit. Pass in the widget, the UID, PID, and the WID, and do the same thing for this guy. So I'm gonna pass in the widget YouTube. I pass in the widget, the UID, WID, and PID. Now when I do the UID, WID, and PID, I can see this is in a widget heading. This is gonna be coming from the props. Any parameters coming from another widget, from the parent component, it should going to be in the props. You're gonna be able to find it in the props. So now this bar is working. I can go back and go in. That's why it's working. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the image and YouTube. Right? Just copy this navbar and the constant to there. So image, right? So I'm gonna copy the destructuring into the widget image. Oh, not in here. It should be inside the render function. And in the return, I'm gonna copy the navbar into it because we just have the same navbar. Just all of them just saying edit the widget, and when you go back to the previous one. Same thing for the YouTube widget. I'm gonna copy the URL path. Sorry, not URL path. I mean the destructuring, and also the navbar. I think you already have it there, so you do not have to copy it. Just need to fix the link inside it. Just fix one and just copy the correct one into the three of them, so you don't have to do it 3 times. So now all of them should have widgets. Yep, edit the widgets. I actually want to make a space here. Edit widgets. A widget. We're editing one. Right? Edit widget makes more sense here. Edit widget. Okay, edit widget. All right, and also the footer, the user footer. That's gonna be always the same. Let's go copy it from the widget list. The footer should be at the bottom. There's some extra code here. I can delete them. Some extra code. It's comments. Delete them. The footer is here. I'm gonna go ahead, copy that, and put that into them. Right, before the last div, put them there. Save the file, Control S, and this should have footer right now. So yeah, I have footer. Okay, I can go back, right, and it should have footer for everything, for all of them. I have footer here. Yeah, nice. All right. Let's get into the widget heading and initialize the current information of this widget. Because we're trying to edit the Gizmodo, so I should be able to see the Gizmodo information here. What is name, what is its text, and what is its size. All right. widget heading. So I actually can do it in the widget edit, so I don't have to write it 3 times. And inside here, I can just call it. Actually, I maybe need to write it 3 times. Yeah, I think I can just write it in the widget edit. I don't see the reason I cannot do it here. I just write it in the widget edit and directly call it from here. Alright, so we have a get widget, and yeah, those before I write it, let's initialize the data inside it in widget heading. So we have a let's say form here, button here. Let's give a form here. Form is heading widget, not heading form, and the ID of this form is heading form. All right. Label HTML4 is fixed. Input has type, have ID. We also want the name is name, and we need the unchange. Is this the unchange? And the value is equal to this the props. Let's go do a destruction here on top here. PID and also widget. Widget is also from the props. Value of it is going to be the widget, the name. Let's keep going. Text. So we're gonna have name is text. Unchange. Let's copy that. Unchange equal to this unchange, and the value is equal to widget the text. Keep moving. Size. Okay, so size. Name of it is just size. Value is equal to widget the value, or widget the size, and unchange equal to this the unchange. All right. And now I should be able to see the text and the size of it. I'm getting arrow. Unchange needs to be handled. I get the size and text here. All right. So for the delete, let's worry about the delete and submit later. Let's go to finish the unchange first. So also the form should be have a unsubmit here, right? Unsubmit. We call the function this the unsubmit. Right, so we're gonna put those functions inside here. Before the render, put unchange. And we're gonna not gonna do it here because we do not have the widget state in here. The widget state is from the widget edit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say on this the props, the unchange, and pass in the e into it, because we're gonna call another unchange function in the widget edit. All right. Same thing for the unsubmit. Not going to do anything, but we're going to do it from the widget edit part. Widget edit. I'm going to create another unchange function inside here. And this one is just going to do this set state. And the same thing, either target the name and it targets the value. And on submit, let's do either prevent default. Prevent default. Yeah, prevent from default action. Also, don't forget to pass in those two functions into it. So we're gonna have to pass in them into it. I'm gonna say onChange is equal to this onChange. OnSubmit equal to this OnSubmit. So that's for the widget heading. Let's copy this too, and for the widget image, do the same thing. And for the YouTube, same thing. Passing these functions into them so they can use it. All right. I'm getting an error. Expecting an assignment of function call instead of expression in the line 44. Did I do anything wrong here? Let's take a look at the prevent default. Something wrong with this one? I cannot do that. Let's try to add either prevent default actually in here. Maybe I cannot do that over there. Let's try it. Oh, I see. Maybe because prevent default is a function, so I need to add in parentheses here. Is that what I mean? No. Line 11, which is the heading. Okay, that actually works. So let's try it out. I'm able to type names. I'm able to change the. I'm not able to change text, and I cannot change the size. Something wrong with it. It targets the name, target the value. This is how we're supposed to do it. Which is the heading. Name equal to name, name equal to text, name equals to size. Looks correct. All right, let's console log either target to the name. See what we got here. All right, so if you miss some error, just using console log test it. So name is name, here is text, and here is size, but I'm not able to change it. Oh, I do not have them here. Only thing I have here is just a widget. Okay, that is the issue. I guess we need to, instead of using widget, we'll have to using the name, size, and the text inside here. Yeah. This is stupid. So instead of widget, we're gonna change that into name, text, and size, and the widget type. Those information about the widget instead of the whole widget. And also, we also need more things like, let me take a look of what we should have for widget. In app.js, the widget should have ID, We also have the ID for it. So we actually need a lot of things here. So we need the page ID, the size, the text. Also need the page ID. Page ID, we already have it. We have the PID. We also need the width and URL. Yeah, I think we just need the width and URL. So widget type, width, and the URL. Those things. Right, and in the get widget, we are going to set state. We're gonna set up those things. So we're gonna set up all those things. Right. So we're gonna set up the name is equal to the current widget the name, and text is current widget the text, and size equal to current widget the size. This is in the function getWidget. All right, getWidget, and the widget type is current widget the type of the widget type. And same thing for the rest of them. Okay. And you can also do a short discard here using destructuring. It's going to be much easier in destructuring here. Think about it. Let's see. And the widget here, we're gonna send in the name. No, we don't have widget anymore. We're gonna have name, all those things. Name, text, size, width, and widget type, and URL, all those things. And when we're comparing them, we just directly see widget type. We already have that in the state. Widget type. We don't have to say widget or widget type. We don't have widget anymore. All right. And we're gonna send in name as it's just equal to the name of it. All right. And the text, equal to the text of it. Size is just size of it. Those are the three things we need for a widget heading. And the same thing for the widget image. We're gonna have a name there, and we're gonna have the width of it and the URL of it. All right, and the same thing for the YouTube. We're gonna have a name, widget, and URL. Okay, and I think that's also gonna give us an error because inside the widget heading, we need to, instead of widget, it's going to be name, text, and size. And when we call them, I can just say the value equal to name, value equal to text, and the value equal to size. And now it should be working. Maybe not. What? Why it's not working? I did something wrong here. This is the state. Let's console log it out. Try it out. Console.log. This is the state. Take a look of what we have in the state. Yeah, we do have the Gizmodo, the 2, Yeah, I should show the URL and the width for it. They all from this dot state, right? Yes. And I passed the in into the widget edit a heading, and in the widget heading, we're getting it from the props. Let's console log it out. Try it out. Console.log. This props. Actually, just see text. What? I don't get it. Oh, I didn't save this one. I don't get the text. Huh. Widget heading, I do not get to the console.log. Okay, in the widget edit, if widget is equal to the heading, widget type equal to heading. Oh, I do not have the widget type here, do I? I do. Widget type. Widget type. I do have the type of it. Kind of annoying. So let's try it again. Console.log widget type. Undefined. I do not get the widget type of it. Interesting. Do I call it widget type? Oh, it should be lower W. Why do I put a capitalized W? Right. So now I should be happy. Let's try it. Oh, now I get the text and size here, so I should be able to get rid of the console log. I don't need the console log anymore. With the heading, get rid of the console log. Okay, and I should be able to change all that. Oh, some error here. Component is changing an uncontrolled input of type text to be controlled. This one has no issue. This one has no issue. The name has issue. Okay, I think because the reason for that is just the name was null there. How to fix it? I think here we can just add in an empty space here. Let me try it. Alright, let me try it. Still not working. Let me see. Current widget. Question mark. If that has a current widget, the name, then we use current widget the name. Otherwise, we use the empty string. Can do that. Right, here we go. I can do that. So the reason it gave me error is because some of the widget doesn't have a name, and that allows me to change it. So in the state here, I'm saying if it has a widget name, and then we use its name. Otherwise, we just use an empty string. So it won't become undefined. Right, it's in the get widget. That's gonna fix the error for that. It won't influence anything, but I just do not want to see any errors inside it. Alright, so I will be able to edit it, and then once I submit it should just console log 123 for me. Because this is what it is doing right now. Just see the on submit it, just console log 123. Or should we do more than that? Alright, submit. We need to get in the current name, text, and the size, and all of the other inputs here, and then submit this to the app.js. Tell it this is our new widget. I want to update it. So we're gonna construct a new widget. Yeah, I think we can do it with this constant new widget is equal to new widget with ID is equals to do I have it saved somewhere? I don't. I'm just gonna using this one from your address. That's your ID from the your address. And a widget also should have a name, which is just this state the name. We're gonna do a destruction here. So constant name, size, text, a URL, with widget type. All of those things are from this state. Right, so I will be able to get its name, size, text, URL, width, and the widget type. Remember, left side and right side are the same, so I don't have to say it. I don't have to say the right side. This is our new widget, and I'm gonna send this new widget to the app.js, so app.js can update it. So I'm gonna call this this dot props the and widget, and passing this new widget into it. Right now it's app.js. His job is going to adding this new widget. Same thing like add user and website and page. It's going to do the same thing, exactly same thing. So we're going to do add widget. It takes a new widget and doing something here. Actually, it's not add widget, it's edit widget. Why I'm saying add widget? It's widget edit, so it should be edit widget. Why I'm saying add? Yeah, edit widget. Edit widget is a function that updates the old one into the new one. When you firstly finding the old one and update it to new one, it's the same thing like the editor we did it here for the pages. Actually can copy this one if you want. Copy this one, and we're gonna see the new widgets equal to this state, the widgets, the map, and the map of widgets. If the widget ID is equal to the new widget, the ID, then we see this widget equal to this new widget. Make sure it's a widget. And then we return the widget out. Right. Why you're not happy here? Alright, let's fix this one. This does state. Did I miss anything here? Why is marking as read? Widgets should be the new widgets. Let's see what's wrong with this guy. Okay, I'm missing an arrow key here. That makes sense. Okay, let's try it out. So this Gizmodo, let's change this to welcome, and the size change it to 1, and hit OK. I'm getting arrow. Oh, I haven't passing add the widget into it. Edit widget should go into the widget edit. Right, so edit widget is equal to this edit widget. Okay. Try it again. Gizmodo, change it to the welcome. Oh, I need to do a navigate me back to the previous page. Let's just try it right now. Okay. And if I go back by myself, I can see it's nothing changed. What? Seems like it's not working. Okay. Interesting. Let me see. Widget edit, and then we'll just here after we edit the widget, we'll do this perhaps the history, the push me back to the previous page, which is /user $UID. We also need to do the destruction for the UID, WID, and the PID here. Then be able to go back to the user UID website, WID, and page PID. I should be able to go back. Gizmodo 123. Click OK. Oh, this is page edit. No. Wrong page. It should also have the widget. Gizmodo 123. Okay. Still Gizmodo. Not changing. It should change. Edit the widget. Let me, before that, let's do a console.log. New widget. Let's make sure that is the new data we want. So Gizmodo 123, submit. I got Gizmodo 123 inside here. That's correct. And I send this one into the app.js as the widget. And I'm checking if the widget ID equal to new widget the ID. Did I pass in the ID to it? I think I did. Right, ID, yeah. Let me double check it. Console log it again. ID 123, yes. And in the widget heading, let me get rid of this. Not written in app.js. Let's console.log new widget. I should get in the new widget information I need. Try it again. So Gizmodo 123. Gizmodo 123, yeah, I got it. And name, text, try with ID. I got the ID 123. This states the widgets, the map, the old widget. It's console log here. It's called if this one equals to, we call it a font. That means we found something equal, and we did change it. Found, yeah, we do found that there's a match, and we changed it. Oh, the state should be widgets, not widget. Okay, so that makes sense. So Gizmodo 123, and what? It's gone. Okay, that's not what I want. What's wrong with it? Right, let me see. Console.log new widgets. Let's see what's wrong with these new widgets. Yeah, we have it here. Why it's not showing? HEADING, widget type. Widget type, yeah, that's correct. It has size, has text, has widget type, has ID. And now why you are not showing it? Should be a reason for that. Widget list, why you are not showing my page? Okay, I still don't know why, but let me double check about it. Console log the new widgets. I'm gonna compare what's the difference between them. Those things are undefined, but we don't even need it. It has a size. It has a ID. Okay. The page ID is missing. That makes sense. That means like it's not belongs to this page anymore. Here we found the difference. With edit, when we're doing on submit here, I forget to pass in the page ID into it. Yeah, so let's add in the page ID, which is equal to the PID. Should be lowercase d here. In the widget edit on submit. Now it should be showing that for me. Let's try it. Gizmodo. Let's open the F12. I just want to make sure it doesn't have any errors. Let's put this on the right. Gizmodo 1, 2, 3, size 1. Show it. Nope, it's still not showing. Size is changed to text. It should be a. Oh, come on. It was. The size becomes a string. It should be a number. All right. Size of it. We're gonna do a parse int on it. Pass into the size into it. Right now it should be happy. Gizmodo 1 and size 1. Now it's showing it. Okay, finally showing it. Size 6, Gizmodo 1, 2. Yeah, it's working. So this two, now these two are the same. And we'll get rid of the console log in here. It's just for testing purpose. That's it for the widget heading. And widget image should be the exactly same thing. So let's go ahead and go to the widget image. It should be much easier because we already have a lot of things inside the widget edit. We do not have to write it again. They are sharing the same function. There are some class maybe change class name. So Control F, looking for all the class equal, change them to class name equal. I fix that. All right. And for the input we have here, we have the this one, the URL path. I'll have name here. ID equal to name, name equal to name. You know, again, if you just make them into multiple lines, make it easier to read. I usually do that. Name unchange equal to unchange, and the value is just equal to name. This the unchange. I need to do a destructuring here. Destructuring. We have the UID, WID, and PID from this props. We also need the name, width, and URL. Yep. So name, and do the same thing for the URL. I'm gonna make them into multiple lines, make it readable, because they have a lot of attributes. Name equals to URL. Unchange equals to this one should be just URL. Unchange should be this the onChange, and the value is equal to the value of the URL. And same thing for the width. Name equal to width, value equals to width, and the onChange equals to this the onChange. Let's try it. Not getting error. Oh, onChange. I do not have onChange there. I'm gonna copy the from the widget heading. onChange inside here and unsubmit. Gonna copy those two. It's gonna be exactly the same thing in the widget image. Just copy them here. Alright, yeah, I'm seeing the current URL, current width here. And I also need to binding that button with a form. So form here doesn't have anything here. The button should have a form, which is image form, and ID is equal to image form, img form. On submit, when I submit this form, I want to call the function this the onSubmit. Here we go. Now I can change. Let's try to change the width into 50%. Hit OK. Change to 50%. And I can also change the source of it if I want. For example, I can looking for other images online, like this one, like this one. It's so small. Open that. Oh, it's no. Maybe this one. Yeah, just like this one image. Let's just copy the image address. And put that into there. Should be able to allow me to change it. Put this address into it. That should be something like that. JPEG, 80%. Hit OK, and it shows it. All right, shows it. It's responsive. Same thing for the YouTube video. Let's do the same thing for the YouTube. Actually, before we go into the YouTube, let's also fix the delete button. The delete button is not doing anything right now. We're gonna make it working. The delete button, right? It's not working. We have the onChange, onSubmit. In the widget edit, let's also create onDelete. Yeah. So it's working. Start from the widget heading. Widget heading, onChange, onSubmit, onDelete. onDelete. And we're gonna bind it with the delete button here. That is this one could be a link. We're gonna change it to a button. And the 2 should be deleted. And instead, we're gonna have change the type of it, become a button. And it should be a string, just string button. On click, when I click it, want to do this delete. And in the widget edit, we're going to create the function, the delete functions in there. The props the onDelete function is coming from widget edit. onChange, onSubmit, and we should have onDelete. And this is going to call the function from the app.js because the array is in app.js. This the props the delete widget, and I'm gonna pass in the current ID of this widget, so we know which one we want to delete. The ID is from the URL address. This one, same thing. There's a props the match the parameter widget ID. We know which one to delete. And after we delete it, we want to navigate back to widget list. So we're going to do a history push again. Same thing here. All right. And we also need to do the delete widget function inside app.js. Let's go to the app.js. We need to create delete widget function. Takes the widget ID. Right? It's just like how we delete the pages or the website. It's the same thing. It's just copy one of them. It's exactly the same thing. And we're gonna see the new widgets. The state the widgets, the filter, and if for the widget, let's say if the widget ID is not equal when it's not equal to widget. That's all things we want to keep. Widget ID, sorry, widget ID. And then the widgets array is going to equal to the new widgets array here. Widgets is misspelled. Widget ID, yeah, here. Okay, I think it should work. Let's try it out. UID, WID, PID is not defined in the widget edit, line 73. Okay, I think I didn't do the destruction here on delete. I'm gonna do it here. So constant UID, get too much space here. UID, WID, PID, they're all from the store state. Just do a destruction here. Let's try it out. So GIS model, let's try to delete that. Getting error. This property undelete is not a function, line 15 of the widget heading. Oh, I forget to pass it in here. Yep. We passing on delete is equal to this on delete. We're going to need to do the same thing for all three of them: the widget heading, widget image, and the widget YouTube. Alright, so in app.js, we also need to pass in the delete widget function into the widget edit. Delete widget is equal to this delete widget. Yeah, this is. Yeah, when it's getting long, you can also break them into two lines, like this, if you want. You can break them into, because they are different attributes. You can basically break them into different lines, make it easier to read. I'm just not gonna change it. All right, so okay, let's try that again. GIS model delete, it's gone. All right, I want to delete this lorem ipsum, edit, delete it. It's gone. All right, I can delete it. Delete is working, nice. And for the image YouTube, I also need to add it to there. For the image. Widget image, where are you? Widget heading here, widget image. We're gonna copy the same thing from widget heading, undelete. Copy that into widget image, undelete. And same thing for this delete button, change that into a button. And remove the to attribute. Ending type of it, add type of it equal to button, and unclick. When you click it, call the function this undelete. Here we go. Let's try to delete the image, and it works. Our image is gone. Right, just so you do not have to write it 3 times, because they're basically the same thing. And it's going to be easier when you're adding more widgets in the future. You don't have to write it like 100 times when you have 100 types of widgets. All right. So last thing is widget YouTube. Let's finish that, and we're almost done for this project. With the YouTube. All right, with YouTube. So that's basically the same thing for the widget image. Almost the same. So let's go ahead and copy the change, submit, and delete into it. UID, WID, and PID. And for this link here, change that to button. And this one, get rid of the 2, or it should be what is that? The type. Hold on, this is a user button. Sorry, change the wrong button. Here is the delete button. Get rid of the 2, and type is button, and on delete. Sorry, not on click. When I click it, it's called the function on delete. This the on delete. Alright, so I should be able to change it right now. Click cog button here. What? Image. Oh, okay. Also, I forget to do the input stuff. I forget to change it. So, for example, the button for the check button, it should have a form, which is YouTube form, and the form here, ID, YouTube form, and input. So ID name equal to name, unchange equal to this the unchange, and has value equals to name. Did I do the destruction here? Yeah, I didn't do destruction. UID, WID, PID, name, URL, and width. Alright, let's copy this 3 things. Name, value, and unchange. Name, this one should be text. Why do you have a text here? Oh, this is URL. Sorry, the name it should be URL. Value equal to URL. Let's go ahead for the width. Do the same thing. Name is width. Value is width. And unchanged is unchanged. Yep. Now it should be all set. Let's change the width of it to 50%. Hit OK. And it's not working. What? Oh, I think I forget to do the onSubmit here. Form onSubmit. Is this the onSubmit? Otherwise, it's just going to refresh the page, not doing anything. That's a default action. Let's try it again. So 50%. Here we go. Widget becomes smaller. And I can, yeah, feel free to change the URL if you want. Yep. So that's Widget YouTube. One last thing is about creating new widgets. Alright, widget new here. It's not working. Yeah, something about the widget new here. Let's go ahead adding the widget new to the routing. I do not have it here. It has to be before the widget edit. Route exact path equals to this same thing. Cannot copy it. Let's just try to do it with keyboard. This thing, and with a slash new. All right, and render is equal to props widget chooser. I do not have it here. I actually have it here. Okay, whatever. I'm going to import it by myself. Props and widgets equals to. Actually, I do not need to know the widgets. Let me think about it. Do I need to know the widgets? No, I don't think I need the widgets. I don't need anything here because I'm just going to create a new one. And then I need to import it, I believe. Go to the top. We're going to import it. Import widget chooser from / components widget and widget chooser. All right.
Exact was spelled
Huh?
right down there on the other part.
Okay, let's check it. Exact was misspelled. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm doing that all the time. Exact. Okay, that's fixed. Before we go to the next page, let's create the function and widget, because we're gonna need that inside the widget chooser. Let's go ahead and create add widget. Take the new widget. What it does is just like how we add a new page or new website. Same thing. Just go ahead and copy it. Add page. Just copy that. And widget. New pages. Change that to new widgets. Into this state of widgets. New widgets. Push this new widget. And the widgets is equal to the new widgets. All right, I think that's it. Maybe we'll get it has some typo, or maybe not. We're just gonna check it later. So just leave it here. And also, we need to pass in this function into the widget chooser. That's gonna be the only function we need there. Route. I'm gonna pass a add widget is equal to this add widget. Alright, I'm getting some error. I think it's because I didn't import link or something like that. Let's go to the widget chooser. Let's import link here. Import link from React router down. I click this one here. I get into this one, widget chooser. And I have this list. And alright, widget chooser is in here. Right. Many things of them just go into it's to just hash means not do anything. Like label, text input, link, they're not gonna do anything. The only one that things is heading, image, and YouTube. Right. So we're gonna pass. We're gonna change this ones into buttons to help us to add in the widget. Right, we're gonna need something called UUID to generate new IDs for us for the new widget from UUID. We're gonna need a function here. Let's call it and or create widget, something like that. Any name you like it, and we're gonna create a new widget. Widget. Okay, let's go ahead looking for the ones we need to working with. So links. Let's first fix the links here. I will need the state here. I will need the state. Actually, I can just using destructuring directly from the URL path. That's maybe another choice. Constant, UID, WID, and PID. They all from this. I'm gonna copy it from here. It's really long. This the props that match the params. Right, they're all from this params here, and I will be able to use it here. This one's going to the widget list. I'm going to copy it from widget heading. I'm going to have the same thing. I have two here. This one is to the widget list. I'm going to copy the same thing here. It's too lazy to type it again. Alright, this is to the widget list. And choose widget. This is just going to be a span. Not going to do anything. And There we go. And when I click this one, it's going to go back. Why is it in the left? It should be in the middle. Do I miss anything? Now I'm missing the nav bar here, I believe. Nav bar class. It's on the right now, and if I add an empty span inside it, it's span. It's going to move that to the middle. Yep.
So it don't matter if the backslash method is going to run any.
Well, if there's no any content inside it, for example, if span like that, right? That means there's no content in between. You can shortly just say span slash. It's the same thing, right? And as for shorter, you can say that. It's the same thing as you see span. It's closing it. Right? It's the same thing. Won't be any different. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and looking for those things we want to change. For the heading, I'm going to do a button. This is going to, when I click this one, when this one is unclick, actually I'm using span here. The button is going to have some style, so using span here may be a better choice. When this unclick, I want to call the function this create widget. It's going to create a heading widget for me. To let it know I want to create a heading widget, I need to pass in some parameters saying, okay, this is create a heading widget. So this one going to, the function here going to take the type. Right, and it's either like a, it can be any type. It can be a heading, a image, a YouTube, or some other types in the future. And then when I call the create a widget, to pass it in the parameters here, I'm going to say put a bind here. Bind this, and the second parameter here is going to be the thing you're going to pass in, which is going to be heading. That's the type of this one. Just a syntax. Copy that. And for the image, you can do it again. Span. Change this 2 into this unclick. And this is going to be image. For YouTube, same thing. Span. And this is YouTube. Almost done. So let's try to console log it out. See if I actually make it work. So console.log this type. Does it really give me the type I want? Oh, why this is oh, okay. I need to change the color of that later. So this is heading, this is image, this is YouTube. Okay, heading, image, and YouTube. Okay. Actually, I want to change the style a little bit. Just 1 second. For all the spans here, cursor, pointer, right? So I'll be able to click it. Something like that. It looks like something I can click. Right, color, feel free to change it if you want. Just leave that black. Alright, so let's go ahead and using this button to create the widget. So inside here, create a widget. We're gonna constant create a new widget there. Constant new widget is equal to a widget. It should only have an empty name, and it can have like other things all empty. Empty name, empty. It's gonna have an ID. Valid ID is just called equal to UUID. Alright, just generate the ID for it. Name is empty name, and it's gonna have widget type, which is the type we passed in. And have the text, which is empty. Size, let's mark it as 0. Actually, default is 1. Default some size. And width is empty. URL, empty. I think it's all the things we have right now. This new widget. Let's try to call the function in this props the and widgets. This is one created in app.js, and we're gonna call this one as a new widget. We're gonna add this new widget. And after we do it, we're gonna navigate us back to the widget list. So this historical push is copied from some other pages. I think I'll have it in the widget heading. In the onSubmit, I have the same function. I'm gonna copy it from it. It's lazy. Oh, sorry. In the widget edit, we have it. Where is it? Here. So copy that. Lazy. And it's gonna give me an error because it's not defined. I'm gonna do a destructuring here. Destructuring. Okay, and in the widget and pushing me back. Okay, oh, something missing here, which is page ID. Page ID is equal to the PID. The order doesn't matter. You can just rewrite the different orders. It's, as long as it's in the object, it's fine. Let's try it. So let's go ahead adding a new text here. Adding a heading text. Heading. Oops. No, I shouldn't be here. I should go to the widget edit page, right? I'm adding a new widget. I want to go to the widget edit page. So pass in the new widget, the ID of it. So we'll be able to edit it. Let's try it again. This is my widget. Let's go ahead adding a new one. Adding a heading. Give it a name. Assignment 3 JavaScript text is welcome. Size 1. Okay, it should be at the bottom. Welcome. Right, welcome. I'll be able to change it. Alright, so I think that's it. Let's try to adding an image and see if that works. So let's say this one. You're beautiful. Copy that. Copy the image address. I think I can just copy image. I'll copy image address, should be. Copy image address. Let's go ahead, go to the page and image. URL is this one. I think I don't need the rest of it, just JPG. Name is just paste width. Let's make it 70%. Okay. And it is at the bottom here. Nice. And I believe YouTube also works. I'm just not gonna waste the time to test it. And I'm gonna upload the code to the YouTube. To the GitHub, and the video to the YouTube. Should be able to see that shortly. And you can have a 15 minutes break. I think it's gonna take 15 minutes to everything is ready.